There are few more compelling backdrops in club rugby than Kingsholm, full of shuddering pride and excitement and belligerence. A pure authenticity about this place and the supporters who fill it. One of European rugby's most iconic amphitheatres, set in the heart of one of England's most rugby-obsessed cities.
Only after 9 long years without a trophy, there will be silverware in the Kingsholm cabinet.
Oh, the interception! It's stolen away by Clark! Is it another European sensation for Clark? Flying Freddy! The double dream lives on. They're going to take on the Sharks in 3 weeks' time.
Big challenge for those Gloucester men, facing up against some of the biggest names in world rugby.
Here come Gloucester. Oh, he's so close, Harris. But a little bit too far away, we think. Gloucester will fight on next season. They will come back after this bruising encounter.
Hold your heads up, high boys. No lack of effort. All stuck together tight. Ups, downs, all the bits in the middle. It's stuck together. 2, 1, pass.
Yeah, I've done
I'm going into my 24th year in professional rugby, right? Last year's the first season I've ever got to the end of the season and thought, thank God that's over. Win a trophy, get to a final, and then our Prem form is terrible. So there's a million different bits, not a consistent theme that was this was poor in our game, this was poor, because we sort of circled around being good at one thing, dropping off there, being good at another. So obviously we need to be more consistent going forward. The biggest shift will be in how we play. We're going to play a lot more rugby. All right, the kicking game is going to take a back seat. We will trust in the playmakers to make the right calls at the right time with the kicking game. But in terms of training and emphasis, that's going to take a bit of a back seat. We will play a lot of phases. We want more possession. We will launch from deeper. We will back ourselves. We will roll the dice, and we just go for it.
Oh no. Yo!
Okay, there's 3 lines. You have line A, line B in the middle, and line C at the end. And you should hear a beep every time you hit a yellow cone. If you hear a beep and you're not in the buffer zone, that's a warning, all right? So you get 3 warnings before you're out of the test. Are you ready? Go!
Running speed 14. Speed 14.5.
Go on, nuts!
Go, Revo, come on, mate! Come, boys. Yeah, well done,
That's it!
Oh, it's obviously really good to be back. I think a lot of people would have come back in the week after the the final. It was that sort of feeling to the end of the season that you just wanted to sort of start again. It's been a really good process so far in terms of being different We want to be more relaxed as a team. We want to enjoy ourselves. We've spoken about being a team that's more together and doing more stuff off the pitch as well as on the pitch, and hopefully that brings a bit more enjoyment and style to the way we play our rugby. And you know, ultimately, as players, we want the fans to enjoy our experiences as well. You know, we want to enjoy our game. We want to enjoy playing rugby. We don't want to be stuck in those sort of situations we were in previous years, where you get into that sort of boring rut. And we're going to go out there and express ourselves a lot more this year, and I think that'll pay dividends once the boys are happy and got used to it. We want to be an environment where everyone's allowed to be themselves, allowed to express themselves in the way they want to. That's both on and off the pitch. You know, we've always spoken about being yourself off the pitch, but then there's also probably a little bit about being yourself on the pitch and working out what each other's strengths and weaknesses are, and then work with the coaches to develop the best way to play around that. If we come off the pitch knowing we've all enjoyed ourselves, we've all expressed ourselves, we've all stuck to a game plan that we've all agreed on, well then if you win, you win, if you lose, you lose. You can see the differences of boys, how they're playing, they're expressing themselves, they're doing stuff that before might have been a little bit frowned upon, but now it's like, yeah, go and enjoy it. And then the upside of that is the coaches backing that and expressing it, and boys sort of praising each other for doing that sort of thing, rather than being the other way of like, oh, why have you done this? Why have you done that? It's always, yeah, mate, you tried. That was great. Like, let's go along that path, because there's no point in us sort of going at each other all week, not getting a result at the weekend, going at each other all week again. In some areas, you know, you be yourself. In some areas, you be what a Gloucester player is expected to be, and that's what we're sort of working out at the moment, is the differences around that. And they'll be different for everyone, because everyone has their own perception of what working hard looks like, what being yourself looks like. But even stuff around like having the crack a bit more around it, having fun, like me in that Super Mario costume thanks to the dice roll, and boys doing, there'll be a few different things boys are doing on their social medias and stuff like that you'll see, and different things like themed gym sessions and doing days out, like we played cricket against each other the other day, and we've got a mini Olympics going on, and all the stuff that just makes you want to come in and there's something different. You're not just coming in for rugby or a fitness or a gym session, you're coming in and there's different breaks in the day, because, you know, yesterday we're doing a darts tournament and that sort of thing. It's just making this a happy place. You know, you want to be happy here, you want to come here. Like, don't get me wrong, I'd probably be the happiest bloke to come to work every single day, but there was times last year where I found it tough. Still loved it, but found it tough. You shouldn't find it tough coming in here. You want to be able to enjoy it, and that's the environment we want to create as players.
Counter with good intent, then we'll find our shape. Two things I care about here. Two things: catch intent and your timing.
Being yourself on the field just means there's still an intensity, there's something that it shouldn't take away from you enjoying yourself on the field.